The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tiger Technician Hour with your host, Basil Chapman. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Now, Basil Chapman.
Hi everyone, Basil Chapman here on this Monday the 16th, and we're looking at this. This is the E-mini right here. Amazing. Look at that action. Peak E right there in the 1 minute chart. Leg E in the 5 minute chart. Leg E in the 10 minute chart. Up 63 points in the E-minis. This is the S&P. All right, let's get to our story, and our story is right there. We've got the Dow up 417 at 42,617. Very sharp slide from the 43,115 high of just 4 sessions ago. Slumped over 800 points on Friday. And we're getting back. We've made a higher high than the open on Friday. I don't think we filled. Yes, we filled the gap. That is quite remarkable. Is that saying that? Let's see what Raytheon's doing. So RTX. Raytheon is up 1 at an all-time high. Let's see what Lockheed Martin is doing. Down 9 at 477. GD, let's go there. General Dynamics up 66. There's a divergence between these different areas of defense. Okay, now we're going to go. Here we go. INDU. This is the Dow right now. The Dow is up 429 points at 42,623. That 9-period moving average, even with Friday's dive, didn't even get close to crossing negative. This is quite important. If you're looking at the S&P at this particular moment, this is now 38 minutes after the open, is up 62 at 6,038. 9-period moving average held so fantastically. Now, this is going to be very interesting because Thursday night, the Dow, S&P, all the futures were down really sharply. Then I believe, I might be wrong, then sometime on Friday, early in the morning, I think the president said something about the market holding well. And the market did hold well. It only went from minus 600 and something to minus 400. Then we closed down double. Closed down on the Dow of 800 points. And yet, look at this. This is the S&P. And there's that 9-period moving average. Let me get my point here. You can see a little bit better. This is quite remarkable. Look at that. That 9-period moving average, since it closed positive back on the April 7th was the low, but the 9-period moving average took all the way until the 29th of April to cross positive, and we were up in the 55-70s. And the green 9-period moving average is still really positive. It's one of the reasons why, even though we are short, we actually short the Dow. Didn't want to get carried away on the short side. Wanted to keep our core long positions because we got them at such fantastic prices, just to keep them, taking a little bits of profit in all of them. But most importantly, wow, this is quite remarkable. Even the QQQ, which is the index 100, that has the semis in it, it has just everything, different tech sectors, up 6.80. At 533.76, 9-period moving average fabulous. Now, this was very interesting. In the Chapman methodology, you don't usually expect, certainly not from close to all-time highs, that at a peak C rather than a D, E, or F, that you would get this major sell-off and not make the D. Well, we've made that peak C, and that peak C is at 536.78 on the 11th of June. And there's a chance that maybe, I don't know, maybe not, that we do get that D in this week. I thought this week would still be a consolidation week. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. A day's young. Anything can happen between now and the close at 4 o'clock. we're looking at the IWM up 2.06 at 210.94. And all these weekly charts are still strong. Look, that 9-period moving average in the weekly chart last week flipped positive, and it's still positive. Let's see if it stays that way through the close. I want to go to the SMHs. This is the semiconductors. Remember, NVIDIA had the double top round number at 145.00. We'll see if that's going to break. But the S&Ps are 551 at 262.54, the VanEck semiconductor ETF. Look at that monthly chart, how strong it is. Look at that weekly chart, 269.66 was the last high. That's not the all-time high. That's a 283.07. I really need to type it in right here, 283.97. Good. 283.97 was the all-time high, but 269.66 was the high that was made at the beginning of the year. And we're pretty close. I mean, 262.66, 7 points. You could do that quite easily if everything comes right. Look at NVIDIA. NVIDIA is up 2.50 at 144.57. The high today is 144.89. Well, 145 was hit twice over the last, I'd say, the last 7 trading sessions. We'll see if we break that. If we break that, that's going to be very important. I do want to get to bonds, and let's go to the TLT. The TLT right now is trading down 17 cents. It did make that peak D, pulling back from that D, but the 200-period moving average is still very weak. And if we go to the TBT, which is the inversion, this is the ultra-short Lehman 20-year Treasury bond ETF. Now, this is basically the 20-year yield, and the yield is 3.7. And it's making lower lows and lower highs. So until that yield really starts to get to the 37.80, let's call it 38.20 area, this is just stuck with the yields tending more towards the high side. Interestingly, we want to go to the high-grade copper. High-grade copper is having a little bit of a rally. It's up 0.01 and 4.82, but it's basically stuck in the sideways action. Let's just see if SCCO is doing anything. This is Southern Copper. Southern Copper right now is up 2 at 96.84. Yeah, in the higher range. That's a good sign. I wanted to also look at the crude oil again. Let's go to crude oil. Crude oil is down 2.38. That's 3.2%. It made a peak, making a peak D today. There's no way that it's going higher than Friday's high. And the continuous contract of 70, where are we here? 77.62. We're trading right now at 70.61, 10% off that high. We're down 2.35 at 70.61. And it's probably going to be a peak D, but all the technicals are still pretty good. I want to go to palladium. I was asked about that over the weekend. You know, palladium, it's made a little double top in the 99 area, and it's pulling back. It's at 95.68 per $1.27, holding quite nicely. This is the Aberdeen Palladium ETF. So we'll see what happens. Let's just go quickly and see. Now we've got the Dow at this point is trading up 465 at 42,660. I'll be right back. Basil Chapman, Tiger Technicians Hour.
If you're looking for potential trading setups in the stock market, then Rocket Equities and Options Report is a newsletter you should try. Tommy O'Brien delivers options and equity trades when the markets present them, using a combination of fundamentals and technicals. Sign up for Rocket Equities and Options Report today with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pro's pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
TFNN has launched the Tiger's Den, hosted at Discord. TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Hi folks, we're back. Basil Chapman, Tiger Technicians Hour. The Dow is up 476. What, is everything over? Is this it? Amazing, huh? So in the meantime, back at the ranch, there are a couple of things we want to look at after all. Is the XLK. How are the tech sector stocks doing? Well, A, B, doing very nicely, up 3.69 at 242.86. That's going to be leg B. Oh, wait a minute. Ho, ho, ho. Have we got a new all-time high? Isn't that incredible? That really is remarkable. Let me see. The all-time high in the SXL, this is the XLK, the S&P Select Tiger Spider Fund, was right here on that's the week of the 21st of Feb at 243.14. 243.14, 14, there we are. And what do we have today? We have a high of 243.12. But wait a minute, what did we have 3 days ago? 243.13. Oh my, we're making a double top test at 243.13. We had a high today of 12. So we're just 3 cents away from an all-time high in the S&P Select Tiger Spider Fund. Is that a V-shaped pattern? You've gone from 243 down to 178, was it? Let me just give you the exact figure. 172.45. 72.45. I didn't type that in because it's so remarkable. 172.45. Oh my goodness. And now you're back to the 243 area. Oh, that is quite something. What a V-shaped pattern. So that is really positive. It's one of the reasons why we've been saying that I say to subscribers to my opening call that there's a chance, what did I say? I've got it right here. That we're using up, maybe we're going to use up more time than price. Yeah. This is what I show every day. And today I did this for my subscribers to my opening call. Should I do this? Am I messing around here remotely? Let's see if I can get this across. Yep, I can. So there it is. So what I said is Yeah. Yeah. After Thursday's overnight Middle East bombing created that missing Chapman wave dark news cloud cover, I'll talk about that in a moment, that we anticipated, especially after Dow Daily Peak D, but had no idea how it could unfold, and unfolded certainly did. Interestingly, there might be an orderliness to this if 41,760 is at the 200-period EMA holds this week. So I'm saying that there could be, after the big smash to the downside, now we could be using more time than price. And that really is quite important. So here we go. We're going to look at the VIX index again. VIX index, the volatility index. And that was the clue on Friday, that we really only went to the 23 something. Let me just check this out. What was the high? It was 20. Oh, we only went to 2280. And look, that last big spike over there, that was on the 23rd of May. We went to 2553. So isn't that interesting? So the market, in essence, is saying, I wouldn't call it ho-hum. You never want to say ho-hum when there's war involved. But the most important aspect of this is that the volatility index, which basically measures fear in the audience in this case being participants in the stock market, didn't really think that this was going to be such a big deal, not as big as a big a deal as a spike to 60.17 back on the 17th of April. That was a perfect turnaround. And look at these big spikes. Don't these look like biotech stocks in the monthly chart? Huge wicks with the price, big body of the candle at the bottom of the thing. Well, let's have a look at that. So we're going to go to the IBB. IBB is the NASDAQ Biotech ETF. Did get to that peak D underneath the 200-period moving average, down 8 cents now, stalling a little bit. Okay, so a couple of, let me just check here. I want to see if there are any questions. I'm going to be jumping around a little bit. Let's see, I've got question came in. Okay, a couple of questions. Could I look at ETH? Is it ETH or ETHE? I'll just do one at a time. So the question came in about the ETH. ETH. Yeah, here's an ETH. This is the Grayscale Ethernet. I usually think it's ETHE. Yeah, that's pulled back some. It's up $1, up $2 at 24.84. Made a high in the 27 area just 4 sessions ago. It's stuck. Look, it's stuck to the 200-period moving average. I love this particular technique. Look, you put it in, you just wait and see what happens. Well, the 200-period moving average was, you didn't even think about it when you were back in April, way down the 14, 15, 16 area. But all of a sudden, boom, you tag it at 24 right there on May the 8th or something? May the 13th. And it goes right to 25.81. And then it plays seesaw with that 200-period moving average as the magnet line, up and down, up and down. And now it's a little bit above at 24.84. If you want to look at Bitcoin, that's a little different. Bitcoin is a different chart formation. It's making the H formation, but it hasn't broken down. It's at 107,470, up 2,090. I'd say that I anticipate that we're going to be stuck in a range. We made a double top at 112,635 on the week of the 10th of December. Slumps down to the 72-ish area, 72,000, goes right back, goes to 113,060, and it stalls. And this is the Chapman wave inside track repellent zone, and it hasn't been able to break out. And what I'd say that I believe it should go sideways, but at some point it should break into the 120,000 area. But I think we're going to have time before it does that. So that is the Bitcoin. So that was the question about ETH, and the question is, where would it be breaking out if any time in, what are we now, so it's mid-June. I say give it all of this week into next week. If at any point it closes above 28.28, that's going to say break to the upside, and it should continue to the upside. But actually the way it looks right now, below 23, that's a problem. It'll be stuck in a range for quite some time. Next question came in. Let me just double check here. Checking there and checking this one here. That is, good morning. Could you take a look at UEC and TSSI? Think of nibbling on each or just maybe UEC. 9/14 seems to be getting stronger, spread widening daily, weekly, and even monthly. Has in a tiniest way. Thank you. Okay, let's have a look at that. UEC is one that we've had very often. The last time was a little disappointing. UEC, let me just get there right there. UEC, oh, very nice action. Uranium Energy Corp. So we got it, we just got taken out, not back in, and it's up at leg C at a new recovery high. Yes, this is Uranium Energy Corp at 692 up 67, looking really good. Has good support 650 to 630. I'll be right back.
If you spend any time online researching trading techniques on how to begin your trading journey, you've no doubt come across many folks who push Forex trading as a way to make big money quickly. Unfortunately, there are equally as many stories of these so-called Forex professionals just looking to make a quick buck off aspiring traders without actually teaching the ins and outs of the Forex market. This is what sets Teddy Keckstack's The Tiger Forex Report off the riffraff. Every Monday, former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member and author Teddy Keckstack releases his Tiger Forex Report newsletter, where he dives into the complex world of Forex and takes time to actually teach you his methods that have made him so successful in the fast-paced and rewarding world of Forex trading. Furthermore, all subscribers receive access to archived live streams of Teddy's, where he provides university-level education to help you in Forex trading. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Forex awaits.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
Building wealth trading in the stock market seems impossible to most people. They think it's too volatile and risky. Most people aren't going to take the time to educate themselves on how to do it right. But you're not most people, are you? At TFNN, you'll get the guidance you need to refine your strategies and techniques to invest like a pro. Because you'll be a pro. All TFNN subscriptions, books, software, and courses are available at TFNN.com. And I'm even going to tell you how to get them for less. Use TFNN's Tiger Dollars and you'll get up to a 20% bonus on your purchase. And once you apply them to your account, Tiger Dollars are automatically used for all future or recurring charges. Tiger Dollars also never expire, are fully transferable, and are a great way to add savings to your newsletters or services. Become the investor you were born to be at TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
This portion of the Tiger Technicians Hour is brought to you by Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the direction. Visit Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, folks. We're back, and we're at a high of the day. Look at this, 72, up 73 points in the E-mini. Was that it? That is amazing. Let me just have a look here. I just want to see something in terms of, yeah, we got that. Okay, so we were looking at UEC, which is United, whoops. So UEC and TSSI were the questions. So TSS Inc. is data center services, high computing infrastructure, all-time high right now at 2138, up 2.99. Leg D in the monthly chart, a brand new leg C in the weekly chart. And because there was an instant restart right there in that peak D, within 3 bars, it was actually 2 bars that made a new higher high, gapped up. And it is now, this is going to be a G/C, probably a leg C right now, but I always do the alternate count once you got the instant restart, just to be a little secure about how things could go wrong. Right now they're going right. Very, very strong action. And look at this monthly chart. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bars, 5 months of consolidating from the 18 or so high that it made earlier this year. And then look at this. All of a sudden, it's got itself an all-time high in leg D, leg C, and let me just put the arrows in. There's a down arrow here in the weekly chart. Now it's an up arrow, brand new buy mode, a leg C, and look at this. I drew this in because it's one that for subscribers we've been looking at as well, but it didn't do anything. And look at that left side, right side price. Time match broke it very decisively. The 9 is over the 14, price is way over the 9. Let me just use the pointer right there. The MACD is strong. The relative strength is something that I was looking at and made me a little bit cautious. But that was silly because, yes, it's pulled back, but look at the price. It's outstanding. Stochastics at 85%, and the on-balance volume is very good. This says that the area between, so it's up 2.91 today, and it closed down on Friday sharply. It closed at 18.39. So this is almost 3 points above that. That makes that whole area of 19 to 17.82. The 200. This is the 14-period moving average support this week if anything turns around and goes south. But so far, this is outstanding action. So I've got this here. And the UEC up 66, up 10%, up 6 at a 6.89, giving back some of the intraday gains, but still fabulous action. Yeah, this one says that the 650 to 623 area should be good support. But what you need to see in a candle like this is that the low of the day, which is at 664, is not taken out in the next 2 days. You want it to hold steady and actually make a higher high. Uranium Energy Corp, and that other one was a TSSI, TS Industries. Is that what it's called? TSSI, called TSS Inc. All right. Another question came in. Let me just check it out here, if you don't mind. Got that, we got that, we got that. Yes, I did that. Oh, thank you about the background noise at TFNN. Yeah, I don't know if that's the background noise. I think you can hear it because the volume is full blast, and I haven't been able to change it on the earphone. I don't want to mess with anything at all working, so maybe that's what's happening. But USC, I just gave it to you. Maybe let me just do that one more time. So USC is Uranium Energy Corp. We aren't in it, unfortunately. We were in it last week, got taken out. But look at this. It's broken to a new recovery high above the 713 high that was made in May. And now what we're looking at is even today, with a spectacular gap to the upside and a really strong move to $7.15, 2 cents above the previous high. It is giving back, and that's the reason why I said that it needs not to take out today's low of 664. If it does that, that says up back to that sideways consolidation. This is more an emotional rather than a technical breakout, but it's a technical breakout if in the next two sessions it doesn't take out today's low of 664, but instead closes preferably by the end of the day towards the 698, $7 area, and tomorrow makes a higher high. That'll be really good action. So that's the UECs, what we're talking about. Next question came in. I just want to see. I'm going to go to did I do something wrong? I'm not sure if it applied to this question right now, but HIMS, this is HIMS and HERS in the healthcare, HIMS, trading up $5.60. This is when this one moves, it moves in gaps. It really moves. I can make some quips, but I'll avoid that right now. HIMS and HERS, personal health care, monthly chart, made a peak F, stalled at the, what was that? Right there, 72.88 was the high in February, tumbles down to the 20s, and now it's all the way back to the 61 area. The weekly chart is starting to improve. This looks like kind of a little hyper cup and handle pattern. So what I want to see is that it's walked the 9-period moving average, even with that big spike the other day to the 67 area, 67.37 on the 3rd of June, comes tumbling down to the 52s, and now it's starting to work. And now look what we've got. Fascinating. Look, I've got a down arrow right there, because it turned pink, right? So now what we've got is peak A. I must tell you, I don't think I can. My visuals say you've seen this before. It's very unusual. You got a very quick peak A, then a 1-bar rest, peak B, 1-bar rest, peak C, 1-bar rest, and a D. That is the shortest time span you can ever get to a D. I used to originally, when I started this back when I was hand charting, back in the 1980s, just before the 1987 crash, I was really doing this very seriously. I had Fidelity as a client, and I had a hotline. I used to talk about these peaks, A, B, C, D. And I called this the 7-wave form. Why? Because look, from the low, it went to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this is the 7th wave. 8th is where it starts to break down. I'll talk about that because this is going to be one of the most interesting chart formations that I've seen in a long time. HIMS, trading at 61, up 551. I'll be right back.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening Call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
For traders who crave risk, Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs provide opportunities to magnify short-term perspectives with up to 3 times a daily leverage, utilize bull and bear funds from both sides of the trade, and trade through rapidly changing markets. These are highly leveraged ETFs with daily resetting designed for short-term trading, not long-term investing. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the Direxion. For up-to-date pricing and performance, go to Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
Building wealth trading in the stock market seems impossible to most people. They think it's too volatile and risky. Most people aren't going to take the time to educate themselves on how to do it right. But you're not most people, are you? At TFNN, you'll get the guidance you need to refine your strategies and techniques to invest like a pro. Because you'll be a pro. All TFNN subscriptions, books, software, and courses are available at TFNN.com. And I'm even going to tell you how to get them for less. Use TFNN's Tiger Dollars and you'll get up to a 20% bonus on your purchase. And once you apply them to your account, Tiger Dollars are automatically used for all future or recurring charges. Tiger Dollars also never expire, are fully transferable, and are a great way to add savings to your newsletters or services. Become the investor you were born to be at TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
This portion of the Tiger Technicians Hour is brought to you by Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the direction. Visit Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, folks. We're back. When you're doing things remotely, you just never know what's going to happen. So let's go. So a question came in about TGB, which is Taseko Mines Inc. It's a copper company. It's down 3 ticks at $3. I looked at this quite closely over the weekend. It's had a really wonderful move. It's just digesting gains. And most importantly, I think that the 273 level should be very strong support. I'd even say 287 at this particular point. But more importantly, all the technicals are very good. TGB, that's the Taseko Mines. If it's able, in the next 2 days, I would prefer it closes. I'd like to see it pop to 319, 318. More importantly, I'd like it to close about 320 over the next 2 days, and that's going to say Taseko Mines is in a new phase to the upside. It's got this long stalk, Jack and the Beanstalk right there, but it's going towards the upper end, and that says that it could start a trading range at a higher level, and I'll draw this in as a rectangle. So as long as it's holding, just to be safe, I'm going to say 280, 287. On a closing basis, it could be moving higher. In the Tiger YouTube, yes, I've had to change it now because of what's just gone on. But someone had asked a question about CL, Celsius Holdings, beverages market. So this is a distributor. It does this, and it did this left side, right side price time match that I drew in. It's 1 week early to get there to the 43.80 area. Trading right now at 43.88. 44.16 is the high. Now, this kind of extension says that if it can hold above the close of Friday, above the high of the 9th, and that would be at 44.80. Oh, wait, is that round number? 44 round number. So it's trading at 43.84. If it's able to close for 2 out of 3 sessions above that, it says you've turned this gap area of 42.80 into really good support. But if it closes below today's low of 43.24 in the next series, it says, sideways consolidation, doing great. It has these stair-step moves to the upside. It's walking the 9-period moving average in the weekly chart. It just needs a little bit of a digestive phase. It's done very well. This is a stock that was once at 100 and it took a little bit of a tumble to the 20 level, and now it's at 43. So yes, it's doing very well in this environment. This is very good. It's a gap up today of 268 at 43.84. Now, there was another question. The question was, are we done? You had mentioned in your overview for subscribers and in your on the show. I'm just paraphrasing now because all my notes are distributed differently here. Was that it? You were expecting that? So let me just show you something very important. Oh no, is that the end? Now, we've got a break coming up. I'll show you this chart just as we go to the break. This is the chart of the Chapman Wave Dark News Index, DNI, and I put that in. I said, I think we've made an internal high, and we are anticipating some kind of residual high. Is that it? I'll talk about it when I return. Basil Chapman, Dow's at 484 at 42,680. I'll be right back.
This year has already been a wild ride for the market. We started off heavily in the red, traversed back to all-time highs, and we now have a trade war looming. Trying to play this chop as an individual trader leads to death by 1,000 cuts. Where does this market go next? Should I add to this position or cut my losses? Where is the next opportunity? Tariffs, trade wars, analysis paralysis. Don't become a victim of this intense market. Instead, join Larry Pesavento over the second and fourth Friday of every month for 3 hours of live trading. Larry's been through many markets just like this one, and the insight he provides is invaluable. The dates for this month are April 11th and 25th, 9 a.m. to noon Eastern Time. Get in here and let's start trading. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pros pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Are you ready to take charge of your financial future? TFNN is your gateway to the world of trading and investing. Whether you're starting out or scaling up, TFNN empowers traders and investors of all skill levels with top-notch investing systems, strategies, and techniques. It's time to protect and grow your money with insight you can trust. Join us live Monday through Friday during market hours for exclusive content that moves with the markets. At TFNN, we bring the trading floor to you. Our seasoned hosts are here to answer your calls and questions live on the air. Check out the Tiger's Den for just $1 and follow us on YouTube and become part of our vibrant community. And remember, at TFNN, we're so confident in the value we provide that we offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on all new premium newsletter subscriptions and services. You have absolutely nothing to risk, so why wait? Tune in live to Tiger TV and transform your trading journey, because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Hi folks, we're back. I'm trying to get back into the Tiger YouTube because there were a couple of questions there. I just don't see it right now. So anyway, so the question came in about CRNC, which is Cerence Inc. And what we're looking at is it's trading at 8.53, up 10 cents. No, this is the one, you remember I said that it was acting poorly. It kept coming down. The 200-period moving average of 910 is really something that you're going to monitor. And it's below that at 8.53. I just say right now it's just stuck. It's looking more like lower lows and lower highs. So that's that question. Another one came in from the Den. I did that CRM. No, it wasn't. That wasn't a question for me. Can you look at yes, CRM? Okay. Chapman. Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't go to the 30-minute chart right now. I'm lucky to be able to get everything the way it is. Let's go to, okay, we did that. Okay, so within that context, what I am looking at here, yeah, I'll do that again. So the question came in about hims and hers, HIMS HIMS. I don't know whether I had answered it fully. So yes. So quickly, peak A, peak B, peak C, peak leg D. Usually what happens in a case like this is that there is some kind of a pullback. It doesn't mean they may just sell anything. So all I'm saying is acting extremely well. But right here, I'm going to put this rectangle in to say, I think it's stuck now, unless it has a big gap in the next 2 days, it's a 60.47 HIMS, trading up almost 5 at $6.50. And what I'm looking at here, such a quick ABC, the whole pattern is so unusual. It almost looks like a head and shoulders. So with that said, it's acting quite well. Now, where are we? The Dow right now is trading INDU. Huge move to the upside, up 464. I still say we're in a sideways consolidation. We've had a major pullback, and now we're going to have the digestive phase should continue. I don't think we're going to a new recovery high right now. I think we still need to digest a little further.